Ed, this one's for you, buddy. So I got my little micro turning block. This one happens to be made by Ronstan, but it's the same as the Harken. It just turned out that that's what they had at West Marine when I went in there. So I got my soft shackle that attaches it to the mast. This is the line that holds the aft end of the sail pack up. And this happens to be the port side. And then that soft shackle just runs through and holds the turning block. I've got the control line rigged so that it will fair lead through all of my ropes, and you can see it's working the zipper back and forth. Now, it's not working perfect because I don't have the topping lift made up tight. If you give me a second, I'll put this on pause. I'll go to the aft end of the boom. All right, so I'm at the back end of the boom. You can see the micro block there is made up, and I'm working the working end of the topping lift. So as I pull the topping lift tight, it's actually made off to the lazy end, the end that's just simply tied and attached to the boom. But so when I pull the working end tight, it actually pulls the aft end of the sail pack up and kind of gets it elevated a little bit. Now, what I imagined was if I didn't have this mechanism and I didn't have a topping lift, then I would probably attach a flat, like maybe 2 or 3 inch plate stock, and then articulate it up and bolt it together at the top. I'd do that on both sides to kind of create a king post, if you will. Maybe, I don't know, 15 inches up, 12 to 18 inches up, and that would be the top attachment point. That would be where the top of the sail pack attached. That would be where the zipper attached. That would be where the micro turning block would pivot on, and that would be what would work. Let me go to the front of the mast, and I'll show you the whole works operating. Hang on. All right, so I'm standing at the mast. I still got part of the sail cover on, but you can actually see it work well enough. And when I pull on this control line, it's actually loosening the zipper. So the whole works kind of come tight, and it's kind of work itself under the part of the sail pack. And I'm just working it one-handed, but from the front of the mast, and I'm unzipping the entire sail pack. Now, I want to go the other way. Let's see if I can get down the jacks, see what I can see from here. Yeah, the whole system works. So I got one line that's inside the jacks, one line that's outside the jacks, creating effectively a continuous loop for the whole thing. Like I said, I'm trying to do this one-handed. I can't really see too well, so I hope I got something. And there we are, we're back at the top. All right. So Ed, I know a lot of your discussions, a lot of your research is going into getting a sail pack that's a workable solution for you. One of the reasons that I needed a sail pack, or felt like I needed a sail pack, was because it was way too hard to manage all that canvas on and off around the Lazy Jacks, and I really didn't want to go away from having a Lazy Jacks. They're not a real good race solution, but I tell you what, when you only got 2 people, they're the best thing going, because one person drives, one person lets the main sail down, and you never have a sail and battens and everything going all over the deck. It just all comes down, all very neatly stays inside the jacks. The whole works is pretty sweet. Well, the one thing that is a problem though is that at the very front of the boat, right at the front of the mast, you end up having basically an open area where your sail is exposed. So I worked with the sail maker, and I'd seen it on another boat. I said, I want a little mini itty bitty cover. It's something that I can put on. I don't need to manhandle a great big giant sail cover. It'd just be a little thing. We call it the horse collar. And right now it's unzipped so that you can see kind of what's going on the leading edge of on the forward edge of the sail. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this. I'm going to put the cover back together, zip it up, and show you the finished result. All right, so there it is. The cover is zipped on the leading edge and velcroed at the top. There's a little flapper at the top. And I got my whisker pole a little off center so you can see where the zipper goes and where it lies. But you can actually see the seam there where the cover, the quote-unquote horse collar, meets up with the sail pack cover. Now it's got a small little toggle there at the bottom and a tie that kind of keeps the whole thing kind of clutched together, keeps the birds out. But that's kind of the finished result. I'll put the whisker pole back in its place. I'll see if I can do this again, one-handed cameraman. I ought to find a wife to run this camera for me. All right, so now the whisker pole's in place, and the whole works. And as I've shown in various other videos, I have a system made off so that I can keep the boom made off to the side, and that allows me to have my solar panels exposed to predominantly, the majority of the sun throughout the day. And I think that's about it. All right, I'll talk to you later.